Right, hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Crypto, Coffee and LoFi. Feeling a little bit like a broken record at this point. Nothing much has changed in the market. I was looking for longs into these bearish levels on ETH. We didn't quite reach into there and we've just continued to distribute and then drop off. So I think, it's quite obvious that we are in a downtrend, so you should just be favoring shorts. There isn't really any obvious signs of accumulation here. There's no signs that we're about to continue a bullish trend anyway. So I think you should just expect the price to just keep ranging. Although we could see a breakout. If we do see a breakout though, I'm expecting it to be to the downside, because we aren't seeing any signs of accumulation just yet anyway. So another red day yesterday. It looks like we're going to see another red day today. So if we're expecting price to continue down, what we should be doing is waiting for a retest of previous bearish levels. Then once we retest those bearish levels, can we redistribute? So for those that are new here, all I'm doing is using the same pattern to find accumulation and distribution in the market. That pattern is basically just a head and shoulders. So you have the shoulder here, break below the neckline right here, and then we retest this level. Then once we come up, I look for the same pattern again when we retest. Okay, and that's how I find distribution, and then vice versa for accumulation. Okay, so we're sweeping out these equal highs, breaking below the low that is responsible for taking the high. So ideally, I'd like to see a retest of this level today before continuing down. Just looking for key lows to be swept out, so this key low here, and this key low here. So if we are expecting price to continue to the downside, we look for redistribution at previous bearish levels, and then we look for liquidity to the downside. So double bottoms, key swing lows that are obvious, so being here and here. And then if we go into the higher time frames, we can see the double bottom that I've been pointing out for a while. What I think is going to happen as we sweep out all of these lows, we get the people trading this massive head and shoulders, thinking that they've caught a massive short, and then we reaccumulate below the lows. It mightn't happen, but that's what I think the most obvious play is if we are going to reaccumulate and continue up. All right, so that's Bitcoin. I think, just really trying not to trade much, hey. I've been spending a lot of time away from the charts, which has been good. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of high probability entries. I was lucky enough at the start of this higher time frame range that there were a lot of easy entries here, 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 and then shorts all the way down here. But now that the range is starting to tighten, it's really hard to kind of gauge your expectations. So what do I mean by that? So for example, on Ethereum, I was expecting this bearish level to be tested, but it didn't quite get there. And now that the range is tightening, it's kind of hard to gauge how far price will reach to the upside. So if I am scalping long, it's hard to pick targets. And the same thing kind of happened here yesterday. Here we have a key high, swept by this level. As you can see, we didn't quite reach into it. All right. So looking for shorts today. If we can get a retest here, get short there. Ethereum, similar story. We're running below this low though. So we may be in for a retrace, and just keeping in mind it is Monday, it is the start of the week, so it's really unlikely that price will print the high or low of the week on a Monday. And also taking into account the fact that we're ranging, okay? So if price does accumulate just below this low, we may be good for a move up into this level here. We may even take out yesterday's range. Oh, it's Tuesday, sorry. Tuesday, not Monday. But still, the same rules apply. It's not very likely that the high or low of the week will be put in on a Monday, or Tuesday, or even Wednesday. So if we can get a move below these equal lows here, and then break above and hold above this level, reaccumulate, then we may be good for a move up above these equal highs here into this level. Now once we reach into this level, we should be able to get, if we do, we should be able to get some higher time frame short entries into these equal lows here. Yep, so I'm liking that plan. Again, taking longs are going to be really risky, so if I do it, it's just going to be with low risk. Low risk. I've been meaning to talk about this Doge Bear token for a while. So I've been trading this on and off, but I reaccumulated around 60. Before this run up, I was in around 120, took some off at 300 and just put the profit back in at the lows. I think this bear token would be a fantastic hedge against the bear market if we do continue to head down. If we do head into an extended bear market, obviously the meme coins like Doge and all of all of the uni and poo coins and everything like that, they're going to take a massive hit. Okay, and whether they recover or not, it's a completely different story. But obviously Doge will recover, but this is still a fantastic hedge. Buying below 100 and closing around 300-400, leaving some on if we continue higher. It's just smart plays. Obviously, this is support, that's resistance. Not really looking for my setup here at the lows anyway. But if we do see the setup throughout the leg before 200, I'll enter some smaller positions and try to compound on the way up. Okay, so similar story, equal highs here. If we can retest this, something like this here, form another confirmation and then break below this diagonal trend line, then we should be good for a leg lower. Looking at this key low to be swept. Again, we might not get there. This strategy is not about trying to predict, it's just marking out the levels and reacting to price once we get there. Okay, so we got in a decent atom short. I called this on Twitter. You can go check that out. Taking a key high and then the lower time frames forming the pattern. Okay, so here we have a low responsible for taking this high. We break below, and right here the low that was responsible for taking this high, break below. Here's the entry, and then another entry right here. So no worries guys, I think that's pretty much it. I'm not going to be trading much. Bitcoin, if we can get a short in, I'll take it at this level. Ethereum, sweeping out these equal lows here now right before the open. If we can reaccumulate, it's a good sign that we see some temporary bullish price action taking out Monday's high. Okay, and then looking for more shorts once we reach there. However, one thing actually is that we do have a valid setup to take in here. Oh, bro. So we swept out this high, breaking below. The low is responsible for taking the high and then forming the same pattern as here. So if we do come up, for example, if we take out these lows now, come up, form the same pattern again, then we can go short here. However, I think the more likely scenario is we reaccumulate, take out these highs and redistribute up at this bearish level here. Easy. there's no higher time frame reason to long, in my opinion. Anybody that says that we're going to continue a bull trend, I cannot see any valid reason behind it. Most of them aren't even including charts. The majority, of course, could be wrong and whatever, but I highly doubt it. All right. No worries, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like, comment, subscribe, leave some feedback. If you have any suggestions for this series, let me know. If you're interested in the strategy or the way that I trade, click the link in the description below. Pick up a copy of the strategy. You get access to a Discord. You can see all my live trades. We've got heaps of people in there, all trading the same strategy, all helping each other out. No worries, guys. See ya.